Funny story given the title of the video. I got distracted from making this video about how to not be distracted by YouTube by Mr. Beast's new video. I know the irony is amusing, but what I'm hopefully about to do for you is help you out in avoiding what just happened to me by exposing you to some tools and tricks that you can use on desktop and iOS and Android, which will help you cut down some of your screen time on YouTube. So for those of you that are just using a desktop browser, I have an extension here, and it's called DFTube. You can download this from the Chrome Web Store, and don't worry, I'll provide the Firefox extension link too, so that the two of you with no good taste in browsers are taken care of. Alright. Once you install the extension, you'll notice a few things have changed about YouTube. Notice how there are no videos to the right of it being suggested to you. This is one of the elements of YouTube that is the most addictive and keeps you watching forever and ever, and it also distracts you from the video that you're currently watching. So if you're watching something of value, and then your monkey brain goes to the right to look for something, it won't be able to do that anymore because there is nothing to the right to actually click on. Another thing you'll notice is that when you log on to YouTube, instead of being greeted with a wall of garbage videos, you'll instead have this squeaky clean front page that is just blank and very minimal, leaving you with only the search bar. There are many other things it can do too. I'm going to quickly display them on the screen here, so here you go. Overall, this is a very cool tool that you can install on virtually any browser, and it's going to help you tremendously. But of course, desktop computers are not the only thing we own anymore. We also own smartphones, which are effectively just pocket computers that we carry everywhere with us. How do we take care of YouTube in an environment where it is harder not only to get away from the device, but to also modify the YouTube client that you probably have on your phone to make it less addictive in the ways that we've done with the desktop? Well, we don't use the YouTube client on our phones. But what do we use instead? Piped is a private YouTube front end which we will be using to assist us on our anti-YouTube journey on our smartphones. To get there, go to your browser and type in piped.cavern.rocks. Now you will be greeted with their trending page, but don't worry, we will be getting rid of that. Piped has many different settings which are very similar to the extension I showed. Once you click Preferences, you can find all of those settings in these locations. One other change I highly recommend is, upon clicking a video, you will still have suggestions. Scroll down a little bit and click on the Minimize Suggestions button, and then you'll be good to go. If you want to get very advanced, you can add the home page of Piped to your home screen. This can be done with Safari on the iPhone, and I'm sure there's a lot of ways to do it on Android, but as I don't have a phone on hand, I can't show you. Of course, there's one other important tool that you will absolutely need, and that's you. You have to be willing to make these changes. No number of little tools and tips that I give you here will save you if you're not willing to save yourself. If you really are stuck, I encourage you to find some alternative activities. Pick up that book you've been meaning to read and give it a read. Take a step outside and go for a walk. Or maybe complete that task that you've been meaning to do for a very long time. It doesn't really matter what it is, as long as you're replacing that excess YouTube time with something more productive.